Hi. Okay, let's see who's next. The Petals by Hole. Sunday by the Cranberries, and Make It With You by Queens of Stone Age. Aries, it's your turn. This is your December general read. Please check the description box for everything you need to know, including the only place that you can donate to the channel and the only way that you can reach me if you want a personal reading. All the lilies bloomed and blossomed, wilted and they're shivering. I can't stop their withering. This world is a war. I am clairsentient, clairaudient, and claircognizant. If I hear ringing on my right-hand side, those are messages from my spirit guides. If I hear it on, messages from people I know that passed on. If I hear it on the left, it's messages from my spirit guides. I do not reach out to people individually. That's what scammers do. Pretending to be people like us on the YouTubes who do readings. Please check out your rising moon and Venus sign for additional messages. And we'll start with, from the Deftones Major Arcana Tarot, we will do a message from the Major Arcana. And then we will go ahead and we will do your 444 past, present, future spread using the Botticelli Tarot for you. Tear the petals off of you and make you tell the truth. I feel like somebody's being dishonest with you about something. That's what you feel like. Whether or not that's the case remains to be seen. There's also something about Sunday. Well, it's kind of funny because it is Sunday. But yeah. Also, hey, you know, change of scenery here. I am moving my table into the spare room here. And we'll be moving this table out into the dining room. So a little bit of a change of scenery. Ashley is sitting on the floor at the sushi table in the spare room until we move that. So it's a little bit of shifting around, a little bit of moving stuff around, getting some things kind of figured out here. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's twist for fairness. And, I only take flippers and jumpers, but that's not everybody. There's no right or wrong way to do that. It's just how I do it. Just saw the star card, but that's not what we're looking at here. For Aries, the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what do we have for you? For your Major Arcana message. All the lilies bloomed and blossomed, wilted and they're shivering. I can't stop their withering. The Chariot in the upright for you. Cancerian energy. This is about movement forward, progress, taking forward action. I'm also hearing the word inertia. When it comes to this inertia, I'm hearing on actually this side, inertia. This is about travel, change of address, movement forward, but progress, forward progress in the right direction. Again, like I said, Cancerian energy on that card there. I'm also drawn to the number on this card, which is 7. For some reason, 7 could be a significance for you. But yep, that's pretty obvious there. I don't really know how to sum up the Chariot any more than that. It can also be trying to steer yourself in the right direction and empowerment to move forward, to make progress in some manner. Let's see what we have for you. We'll also do at the end of the spread some magnetic poetry. And maybe this month we'll do some other reading of some sort, but I'm not going to be carrying on with the 2-minute Tuesday readings. They're way too fast, not enough detail, and that's just not how I do things. So I decided, especially since I can't commit to doing them every week, that it'd be a waste of your time and mine, because I do have like a day job, you know. Alright, let's see here. Aries. All the darling buds of May. a twist for fairness. Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon. We're not doing Cancer, we're doing Aries. Whoops, because I was looking at the Chariot card. Could be dealing with Cancer. Sorry, Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is your past energy here? Past energy for December. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Seven of Cups. Options. It came out sideways. You know, some people would interpret that as being concerned energy. But really, it's, you know, having options, carefully attempting to choose in between two things of emotional significance. Trying not to build castles in the sky. Trying to discern in between what are the right options, the right choices when it comes to emotional aspects of life, emotional relationships. What are the right friendships to keep? What are the right romantic relationships to choose from? The right romantic connections to choose from? Because these cups, you know, they could be cups of, you know, poison or cups of gold. And so it's trying to look at them and make the right choices. Being divinely guided to make the right choices. But having choices nonetheless is indicative there. What else do we have for you, Aries? I'll read the dignities as well. And then we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. You're not anxious. There's something of an alleviation of anxiety here. Nine of Swords is normally anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares, restless sleep. Really having a nervousness about your energy when it comes to this. But there's an alleviation of anxiety over choices when it comes to the emotional realm. It's almost as if the fact that you have choice quells your anxiety in the past. Having a choice. What else do we have here for you? What else do we have? Aries. I'll read dignities as well. I think I was trying to say that before that card flipped. The Devil in the reverse. So this could either be not having any fear or obsession about something, because normally it could also in the upright indicate fear or obsession. This is Capricorn energy, but it's Capricorn energy in the reverse. So there's a lack of moderation, anger with a Capricorn, or a Capricorn being angry or frustrated or disturbed on some level in some way. But it can also be a lack of respect for the things on the material plane. So not respecting and moderating the things that are built on the earth, the earthly pleasures such as sex, food, money, drink. So it's the call to attempt to respect these things further, the warning that something is not being exercised in moderation. It could be that imbibing for you has led to a temporary alleviation of anxiety. So it could be self-medication here. Self-medicating anxiety through some of the vices that people use to take the edge off, if you will. Taking the edge off. It's almost as if maybe having choices of an emotional sense creates a need to self-medicate some anxiety of some sort. If we read through, what else? That was easy. But then a choice is made for you. All doubt is removed. All doubt is removed. The divine cup is extended out to you, and you're no longer in a lack of interest or boredom. You understand where the right choice to be made is. You're no longer sitting there bored of the cups that are ahead of you and the ones from the divine that are being extended to you. Because normally the Four of Cups is somebody who doesn't care that they have all of those cups being extended to them, and the Cup of the Divine. They're bored, they lack the interest, but coming out of that energy is what's happening here with it in the reverse, right? All doubt is removed. So something about, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? I'm hearing it over here. And something about all the oceans prove. Read that if you can. I think that's a Shakespeare sonnet. I could be wrong. Rough do shake the buds of May. I can't remember. In the present for you, this might be a real quick read for you, Aries. In the present, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse, meaning without delay. No longer sitting back, resting on your laurels during the present moment. You're deciding to move forward with something where normally you would be surveying the land before embarking on a journey of sorts. You've actually decided that now is the time to act, potentially on your options of an emotional sense. And you do not have anxiety about it. Yeah, you are about action. As Aries individuals, you are about action and movement forward, adventurousness. Here, it's not really the adventurousness as much as it is the movement forward. The need to take action as opposed to standing back and surveying options. There's no more waiting here. You decided on an option, perhaps? And in the present, you're moving on that option. Somebody quote Shakespeare. Somebody's quoting Shakespeare. Somebody either quotes Shakespeare to you, or you are compelled to quote Shakespeare to them, or they remind you of a Shakespeare quote. You just keep getting that, you know. And not that it's a direct quote or something in that song Petals, but it's like we're off to, it's like all the lilies bloom and blossom wilted and they're shivering. I can't stop their withering. But then we talk about rough dew shake the buds of May, or something like that. And somebody, either during the present moment, somebody is going to quote Shakespeare to you, a Shakespeare sonnet, or when you are around somebody in an emotional connection, you are compelled. And it reminds you of a Shakespeare quote of some sort. Your cards are just spitting out like crazy here. I can't make that up. Page of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is compelled to recite that passionate script to you, give you the passionate communication messages. They're not doing so right now. Or you're holding back on it. It's easier for you not to, or it's easier for this person not to bring about passionate communication. Because you want it to be stable. You want it to seem stable. So even though the time is nigh that you shouldn't be waiting in the present moment, and you don't want to wait, you do want to move forward, you're not attempting to use passionate communication to do so. Pages are also children. Everybody likes to remind people of that. But the thing is I think that the reason that you're not going to come from a passionate communication space is because you don't want to appear childish in your communication with this person. Or they don't want to appear childish to you, and that's why they're not coming forward with that communication in a fiery, creative, inspired sense. They want to appear mature and stable in their communication with you. And they might be holding back from the drunk text messages type thing, right? Because we have here the devil in the reverse above it. So it could be that somebody's trying not to appear unstable. They want to be grounded in their communication with you. And they aren't nervous, so they don't want you to think that they're not stable when they communicate, so they don't want to come across as somebody who's just kind of throwing caution to the wind in their communications. So while they do feel very passionately, perhaps, it's not that They just don't want to appear childish. They don't want to appear juvenile in it, it seems. Who knows? Well, we had 2 fall, and then we have, oh, we had 3 fall. So this is your line here. And we'll use this one for your future. Maybe the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, followed by Temperance in the reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. You could have Capricorn in your chart, because Temperance in the reverse and the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse was very close to this position in their spread. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, though, is an offer. You're not trying to come forward with an offer or a beginning of a tangible piece right now. Interesting, we have this just under the Devil in the reverse. This is somebody who's not feeling stable and grounded on the material plane. They're not bringing about an offer to you at this time. They're not looking to initiate or start something at this time. They could be feeling that they are not connected with moderation when it comes to their spending, or they could be feeling that they're, you know, just not in that place with their career, or they could be feeling that they still need to look at habits. And once they have that coin to offer you, then they're in a better place. But there's something of an offer that's not coming forward at this time. Especially considering that we have Temperance in the reverse. This is definitely about moderation that's not occurring at the present time. They have to come back into a moderate place. I'm not seeing this as you. I'm seeing this as somebody else. Could be a Sag Cap cusper. They're not feeling balanced. They're feeling that you might not take them seriously in an offer of the tangible in the present, because they're not in a space of groundedness. They're not balanced in they might be imbibing right now a lot, and they want to come from a place that doesn't seem overtly passionate, doesn't want to seem overt in and of itself. I'm seeing this Devil in the reverse and the Temperance card, and I'm wondering if they, I do have a cup from the Divine that they'd like to extend to you, and they have an offer that they're not coming forward with when it comes to an Ace of Pentacles offer, and they're not passionately communicating them with that Page of Wands there, even though they are no longer waiting, or you're no longer waiting. You want to move forward on something, but they're personally not in the headspace of doing so, because they're not feeling moderate. They're not feeling temperate. They're not feeling as if they've healed something fully yet. They don't feel that mind, body, and spirit are in union for them. They feel off balance. They might also feel that they're, you know, indulging in habits right now that are keeping them from appearing serious in offers with you. They want you to take it seriously. And because they want you to take it seriously, they don't want to do it when they don't want to speak on something or begin something with you, or come to you with, there's something about coming to you with something. You see, this is like a gift, or like something that they want to start with you that comes with a piece of something, or a gift, or a token, or, you know, they don't want to come to you with that at the moment, because they know that you might not take it seriously, or it'll have caveats like, yeah, but you only did that because. That's what it seems like. Like you would, like saying, oh, yeah, you're only doing this right now because you've had a couple of drinks. Or because you're not in balance right now. You don't want, there's somebody here who doesn't want you to assign frivolity to an offer. They also are going through a healing period. Like I said, I think they're going through a healing period. Sorry. Sorry. They're going through a healing period. And because they're going through a healing period, where they haven't healed something that has to do with the union of mind, body, and spirit, they haven't done the proper the proper healing on mind, body, and spirit. With that Temperance card in the reverse. They don't want you to think that they're coming from a space of foregoing that healing, you know. That could be another, you know, thing here, a factor for that. And that's probably another reason why they're not doing that, right? And, you know, I wanted to put this in the present line. I'm putting it in the future, though, because that's where I said I was going to put it. This is the Page of Swords in the reverse. You're turning a blind eye to something in the future. It's willful ignorance. The Page of Swords in the reverse is willful ignorance. Normally the Page of Swords is somebody who observes for the purposes of learning, or somebody who attempts to gain perspective from observation, attempts to learn through observation, somebody who watches somebody else and their behaviors in order to learn something. You're turning a blind eye to something, or it's willfully ignoring something that you're seeing. It's almost as if you know that somebody's going through something and that's why they're not acting and moving forward, while you very well have been, you've been very vocal. You've been very vocal with your intentions and how you would like to move forward with something here. And you know that they are trying to do things from an appropriate, responsible space, but they're not in the mindset or in the situation where they feel it would be prudent to do so in the present. And you can see why that's the case. You might also see some habits that they have at the moment that you're attempting to ignore in the future. You're turning a blind eye to them. You can see something for what it is, but you're choosing to ignore it. You're ignoring that they're not passionately communicating with you, not bringing you the offer, not doing the healing work, not moderate, not healing something and living in excess. You're choosing to ignore that they're not bringing you the offer when you've made your intentions fully known. And they don't seem to be. Leif Erikson by Interpol. You two can take some time to teach each other to reciprocate. They're not reciprocating something. You keep on being vocal about it, but they choose not to reciprocate. And in the future, you continue to turn a blind eye to it. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but that's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide if you'd like to continue with that. How long do you continue with that, right? Because we should have a time limit on that. When is enough time? When is time enough time? Clock is set for 9 and you know you're going to make it 8. You two could take some time, teach each other to reciprocate. I've been spending all my time. I think it's time I learned your way. Yeah. Maybe dealing with Taurus. Could be waiting until Taurus season. 9 of Cups in the reverse. I think the thing that's kind of nattering for you, it's kind of a nagging feeling that you have, is that through exercising willful ignorance, you're also not honoring yourself as much as you should be. That you're not traveling towards that wish fulfillment, that ultimate wish fulfillment when it comes to your emotional space. You're turning a blind eye to this. You're not honoring yourself. You're not exercising self-love when you ignore things on purpose. You can see something for what it is, but you choose not to acknowledge it. You choose not to see what's going on right in front of your face, and it's not honoring your higher self, because you know what you want. You've been clear about what you want. You want somebody to come forward, and you want somebody to reciprocate, but they're not doing it. And it's almost as if every day that it doesn't happen, moving forward into the future, it's like one more drive on the nail in the coffin. Like I'm actually seeing that, the hammer driving the nails into the coffin. And every day that you wait on somebody further instead of moving forward, because you want to make forward progress, it seems that you're not honoring yourself and moving toward that personal wish fulfillment that you've been very clear on. Clock is set for 9, but you know you're going to make it 8. Does somebody thinks you're being impatient? They know when it'll be time. The clock is set for 9, but you know you're going to make it 8. You two can take some time to teach each other to reciprocate. It's like, I want you to take your time and pace yourself, but you're getting impatient even in the present with something. Are you ignoring what they're trying to show you? They're trying to show you that you're being impatient. The clock is set for 9, but you know you're going to make it 8. The clock is set for 9 cups, but you know clock is set for 9 cups, but you know you're going to make it 8. Because the 9 of cups in the reverse is actually an 8 of cups. Ending up having to walk away from something that no longer serves you so that you can go back and search for 9 cups. The clock is set for 9. You're on a trajectory for the 9 cups, for your emotional fulfillment after exercising self-love, but in your impatience for something and trying to make something so when it's not ripe for the picking, you're going to make it 8. Hurry up and wait. I heard hurry up and wait over here. You're impatient on something. You choose not to see it. Alternatively, somebody else is choosing not to see you for what you really are. They're choosing to ignore what's right in front of their face. Because the clock is set for 9, but you know you're going to make it 8. Like, the clock is set for this person to reach 9 cups, but they're going to make it 8 cups. Through ignoring what's right in front of their face. I don't know. In the future, anything else in the future? We have 2 more we can get for the future. That's too many. Yeah, we have the forward movement of the Chariot. Here you go again. Cancerian energy. Movement forward. Travel. Change of address. Movement forward in progress. It's almost as if in the realization that you're not going to get what you want, you're going to move forward. You need forward progress. I think that's a conversation that's going to happen here, is that you need forward progress. You may not get your 9 of cups, but you do need forward progress in some regard. You want to move forward. You want pioneering energy. You want to strike out and you want to move forward. You want to move forward on something or move on towards something. This is something traveling towards you. But it's only after that temperance rights itself. Striking out and moving forward. Making progress. on something. Yeah. X will mark the place. A Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Fixed signs of Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. Moving forward and making forward progress, striking out on something, and then experiencing a standstill. It's like you want to move forward, somebody else is sitting in a standstill type energy. These are two opposing energies to have. Moving forward, standstill. The Wheel and the Chariot. This could have to do with a vehicle, but it could also have to do with transportation. The steering wheel, the wheel moving forward. Cancer, Leo season, so in July. The spokes of the wheel. The travel. It's travel that you're going to do to gain perspective is what it is. Travel to gain perspective on each period that you've been through on the wheel of the year in regard to the situation. In an attempt to gain perspective, to look at all aspects of the time that you've had with this individual. This time you're trying to take stock of it because you're actually feeling at the bottom of the wheel. Normally this is, the wheel of the year is when we are at our triumph, where we are declining, where we are at rock bottom, and then where we ascend again. Here it seems like you are at a point where you're making forward progress and attempting to move through a period of being at the rock bottom into an ascension of sorts, out of something not feeling so great, but trying to make forward progress instead of sitting at standstill. You're trying to move something forward that is at standstill, and traveling in order to take stock of it. You're picking a direction. This looks like a steering wheel to me, so it's like picking a direction. Anything else? Anything else, Taurus? Yeah. Because there's a secret. Not following your intuition, or you have something coming out. A secret coming out of sorts. Something that helps you gain higher understanding on something. It's got to do with the esoteric. But you understand something. There's a secret that comes out here. Pisces energy. Aquarius, Pisces season. So something comes out in mid-February about why this forward progress moves into a standstill. Or there's travel that happens during February. There's a stroke of luck or gift from God, hand of fate, or devil's claws. From below are the saints above. From below are the saints above. There's a secret that comes to light here about why somebody does not live in moderation. Why their mind, body, and spirit is not in union. Bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who's not working. You're not working on something, or there's something to do with work that's not really, it doesn't seem as if there's a lot of energy being, or effort being put into something where there should be. Could also be where, normally when I see an 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, it's about what investment have you put where. Are you going after low-hanging fruit, or are you trying to reach for the fruit at the top of the tree that's not even ripe yet? What are the seeds that you planted? Where have you put your efforts? Did you not put enough effort into this? Did somebody else not put enough effort into something? And if they haven't put enough effort into it, then, you know, why do you want it so bad? Why are you trying to drive it home? Why are you trying to drive the bus? Are you trying to drag people along for the ride who don't want to be there? I don't know. All right. Let's get your magnetic poetry. Do you have willing passengers on your bus? I think that's what I'm going to call your reading. Do you have willing passengers on your bus? Yeah, somebody wants you to see them, but you're not. Very few messages. Oh, can you see those? Okay. All right, Aries, that's what I've got for you. If this meant something to you, or you like what I do, hit this button here. And maybe I'll pop in and I'll do something mid-month. I don't know. I really don't want to commit to it if it isn't something that I'm going to do, because I don't like making false promises. In the event, take care of yourself, and we'll see you when we see you next. Bye. And this is your spread. Not there. Look at all that. All right. Okay.